should see it as a way to actually grow your business, invest in education, and truly expand or scale the mission you're amplifying. Coming into Canada as a new immigrant, I realized learning about money here is so different than what I'm used to back home. I'm Nigerian. We don't have credit system. The tax system is not nearly the same.
In 2026, protecting an early-stage creator footprint requires moving past old-school defensive hoarding rules.
Ignorance is not an excuse. And I want more people to hold on to that. It's literally your responsibility to, gain that knowledge.
Hello everyone, this is Kripa Anand and welcome to the She and Success podcast, a national platform spotlighting powerful women who are shaping the future of business, leadership and impact across Canada. Here we bring you real stories, bold journeys and conversations that inspire growth, visibility and success. Today we break down cross-border capital literacy, digital audience capitalization pipelines, and the lifestyle asset strategies required to transition from structural income scarcity to true financial independence. In 2026, protecting an early stage creator footprint, a newcomer led startup, or first generation family business from restrictive money anxiety, complex banking system friction, and rapid operational burnout requires moving past old school defensive hoarding rules to implement targeted capital allocation, scalable digital product matrices, and intentional lifestyle diversification models. Joining us is Bisola founder and CEO of Whiz Innovations. Bisola is an elite financial educator, strategic facilitator, and lifestyle brand architect who holds a formal finance degree and commands over 7 years of master market experience. Having built a massive global media footprint reaching over 155,000 highly engaged subscribers and a paid financial community spanning multiple industries, she has successfully expanded her platform to launch Sabi Enjoy, which we'll talk more about in the episode as well. So, before further ado, let's welcome this very special guest. Bisola, welcome to the podcast. Such a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you very much. I'm really glad to be here as well.
Now, Bisola, a hidden and emotionally exhausting baseline trap for many new immigrants and first generation, wealth businesses is that they are deeply ingrained in this belief that spending capital on anything outside of basic survival, it's a direct failure, right? Keeping them trapped in scarcity. Please go ahead and start the conversation by educating our audience about how can entrepreneurs overcome money guilt to use wealth and create actual freedom.
Yeah, so I'll start off with saying I consider money to be a tool, and I think everyone should see it that way. See it as a means to an end, not an end in itself. So, for example, when people say, "Can money buy happiness?" I find it funny because money in itself would not bring you happiness, but it can maybe bring you one step closer to happiness, which is the end goal. So maybe money can help you buy a plane ticket to go see your parents back home. Seeing your parents is the actual happiness in itself, not you being able to buy that flight, right? So for business owner, it's the same thing. You can see, take out that guilt of considering money as, oh yeah, I want to use it as a capital to grow my business and whatever. You should see it as a way to actually grow your business, invest in education, and truly expand or scale the mission you're amplifying.
Wow, that's very well said. And that's also a very refreshing perspective, right? Because a lot of people are talking about savings and the financial planning, but not as using wealth as a means to, grow in life and gain that ultimate level of satisfaction and contentment. For you personally, when did you realize that other people are doing this and this is something that I don't want to do? So, is there any specific point in your life that made you feel that way?
I think I've always been that person that acts like on the opposite side of what everyone is doing. Even from my upbringing, when everyone, all my siblings and friends would always do things this way, I would always go the other way. So I feel like that in itself made me question the way people think about money. Like, oh, so why is everyone seeing it this way? Maybe it should be this other way. And that made me start to say, okay, then it's making sense to think of money just as a tool and whatnot. So I would say that's how it started. I don't think it's something that just happened overnight. I feel like it has always been there. But at the same time, there's a saying in financial market that says when people are making decisions, you should wait. Like you should pause. When people are in haste, you should pause. Then when people are pausing, you should move. So it's kind of like you're trying to do the opposite of what everyone is doing because it's literally how the market moves, and turns out to always be the best decision for me. And that's how I started.
Wow, I love the vibe which you have met as well. Because even for me, I personally resonate. I've always been the rebel kid as well, right? Always
Okay,
doing the
good.
opposite
So
thing.
now
But it's great how, things turn out so beautifully well. So much more power to you. And thank you for, making all of us rethink this concept. Now, I also mentioned Sabi trip, right? And I also understand that you have a Dubai story that, kind of goes along with it. So please go ahead and tell our listeners about what is that Dubai story and how did that family milestone inspire Sabi and Joy and, the view of your rest.
it ties back to even financial empowerment as well, because I in my brand as a whole, for the WhizQueen brand, we are like a financial education company, which is we provide financial education and also provide business education to you. And we see Sabi Enjoy as the second brand. It's a different company entirely, but it helps you enjoy life. So essentially, WhizQueen teaches you how to make money and manage the money. For Sabi Enjoy shows you how to enjoy the money.
Wow, so you are the all in one stop for everything.
For everything money. So that's how the brand started. But to go back to my early story as to, become making that decision to become financially empowered and becoming financially free, it all started, and even starting the travel brand as well. It all started from that trip. It was my first solo trip ever. I went to Dubai. It was in 2019. It was my first actual trip. It wasn't a solo trip, sorry, I take that back. It was my first trip ever. I went on a group trip and I had the best time just, you know, being able to experience world abroad. It was my first time anywhere else outside of home, and I just absolutely loved it. And on that trip, I just felt like, wow, being able to afford this for myself really gave me this experience. So just imagine if I have money to afford every other things that I wanted in my life would definitely be better for me. And so it made me realize that money is very important for you to really live maybe a happy and fulfilling life, to be able to live the life of your dreams. And becoming financially empowered is the first step or first key to achieving your dream life. So that's how I started building the personal brand, the finance brand as well, and start to build that business. Then Sabia Enjoy started off from, having taken all of those travel experiences, then folks want to start traveling with me. But I know that for me, travel started off from, me saving $200 here, $100 there, $300 there to be able to really afford traveling. So I don't want people to just feel like when it comes to travel, they just need to hop and leave. So with Sabi Enjoy, what we do is we help you like make a plan to actually take those trips.
Wow, I think this is the one of the most practical solutions that anyone is looking for, with so much inspiration from her. To all the newcomer founders, first generation creators, and independent business directors who are listening and watching, allowing complex banking rules, unaligned lifestyle burn, or a total lack of financial confidence to slow down your dream project, it's a major risk in 2026. So reclaim your absolute lifestyle options and explore their upcoming curated multi-market group departures by visiting sabbyenjoy.com/trips to secure your strategic renewal today. All right, it's time for a quick break right here, but don't go anywhere because when we come back, Bisola can share how newcomers can better understand Canada's financial systems and build confidence with their money. Stay tuned.
At Purolator, we understand the importance of every delivery, whether it's a document, a special gift, a critical healthcare shipment, or an entire warehouse worth of inventory. Throughout our more than 60-year history, we've honed our expertise to build out a powerful portfolio of logistics services that enable us to deliver on every promise. Whether shipping across town or around the globe, From small and medium-sized businesses to industrial, technology, retail, and healthcare sectors, Purolator serves a diverse array of customers. So no matter what, where, or when you're shipping, Purolator's expertise, experience, and innovative solutions enable us to deliver on your promises.
Welcome back. Let's continue our conversation with Bisola. You've also, grown your community in an online digital space, right? So let's transition to conversation to that now because I'd love for you to spill your secret sauce for that as well. So go ahead. How did you turn a large audience into a trusted and profitable community?
Yeah, that's a good question. Thank you very much. So for me, I started posting content just because it was fun. I didn't start it because I wanted to make money. I started out just, I wanted to give value. I've learned so much from the internet. I wanted to just add my own value or just build my own little real estate where I'm sharing value.
Yep.
And once I was consistent with that, I saw that people were gaining interest. They were learning more. I started off with sharing immigration content, but over time I switched that to something I was more passionate about, which was finance. I already have a degree in finance. I worked in the financial space. I even worked in the banking industry. So it's like just a natural pathway for me. And coming into Canada as a new immigrant, I realized learning about money here is so different than what I'm used to back home. I'm Nigerian. We don't have credit system. The tax system is not nearly the same. So I had to be intentional about learning how money works here after moving to Canada at the time. So after it was taking me some time and effort and energy to say, oh, despite me having a finance degree and a background in finance, I'm struggling to learn this. How much more someone else, some other immigrants who are here in Canada, who don't have a finance background, who don't have finance degree, how are they going to understand all of this? So I started to learn. As I was learning, I was also sharing that knowledge online. And it also turns out that a lot of immigrants needed that knowledge and they could resonate with it. And it started to help them on their journey. And naturally it became, I wouldn't say it naturally became profitable because I know a lot of people who create content on social media are not able to monetize. But because I'm a very business savvy person, I was able to take that knowledge, that opportunity that I am having with attention online into converting it into money.
That is amazing. I think so many women will be inspired by you. And also, when anyone is coming to Canada as an immigrant, there are so many hurdles, and financial problem is the biggest one, right? So we'll definitely get her back to talk about that particular part in more detail. But I'm loving this conversation, and definitely when she'll be back, we'll talk more. But for now, Bismola, before we let you go, if there's one final piece of advice that you have for our listeners today, something that you'd want them to remember about finances and money, even long after they've ended this episode, what is that one thing and why?
One thing I would say is ignorance is not an excuse. And I want more people to hold on to that. Just saying that, oh, nobody taught me how to invest. I wasn't told that I needed to plan for retirement. Or I didn't know how to use my credit properly. No one is going to sit you down to teach you that. It's literally your responsibility to, gain that knowledge. Now, how you gain that knowledge will be up to you. Like, do you want to go online to, learn on social media? Do you want to get courses? Do you want to get professionally trained? Whatever that looks like. But understanding or getting financial literacy in this day and age is very important and consequential to the growth of your life as an individual and as, a family unit. So it's very important for you to take that time to invest in getting that knowledge.
Wow, it was such a pleasure having you on the podcast today because this conversation wasn't just candid, but also something that every women entrepreneur needs in a country like Canada. So, Bisola, thank you so much for being here and doing this with us.
Thank you very much, Kripa. I really had a great time and I hope the viewers enjoyed listening as well.
Of course. All right, that was Bisola WhizQueen from Whiz Innovations Inc., showing us how to collapse the expensive errors of unaligned personal budgeting, leverage creator economy networks to scale community trust platforms, and deploy intentional, soft life lifestyle models to secure small business longevity in 2026. To all of you, thank you so much for listening to She and Success. To learn more about how we are supporting women entrepreneurs beyond the platform, please go ahead and visit the She and Success Foundation at sheandsuccessfoundation.ca. A very special thank you to our exclusive shipping partner, Purolator, for the ongoing commitment to supporting women entrepreneurs and helping them build, grow, and lead successful businesses across Canada. Visit sheandsuccess.ca to explore more stories, insights, and powerful voices. And join us again as we continue to celebrate women who lead, build, and inspire. I'll see you in the next episode. Kripa Anand signing off.